Very good morning to you all. The title of the presentation is Political Economy of Armed Conflict and Alternative Livelihood as Peacebuilding in Myanmar. I'm Aumyaso from Myanmar, and this paper was co-written by Dr. Ray from Payap University, Chiang Mai, Thailand. These are the keywords in this paper. Introduction. The research addressed the intractable conflicts which cause displacement and loss of livelihood. This article challenges peace-building theories that are usually limited to post-conflict situations. In summary, this paper responded to the three research questions. Number one, the political economy of Myanmar leading to displacement. 2. Livelihood development as decolonial peace building to support the displaced people. 3. The strengths and weaknesses and the recommendations based on the results of the participatory evaluation. Literature review. Literature reviews were conducted on the impact of armed conflict, livelihood development, decolonial peace building, and political economy. Here are some quotes from literature relating to development as peace building. Mainstream peace building focuses on post-conflict and doesn't recognize development as peace building. This research integrates development as part of the colonial peace building amidst the conflict. This is the conceptual framework guiding the research. Political economy as the input, peace building as throughput, and participatory evaluation as output. Methodology. This is a qualitative research case study of the Kachin displaced youth, inductive in nature and applying a constructivist approach. The analysis is individual at the micro level, and the reviews were conducted from November 2024 to January 2025. The purposive non-random sampling was used to collect the data. The population is the Kachin displaced youth aged between 25 to 35, and the size is 21, 7 each from Myitkyina, Yangon, and abroad, respectively. It is a convenient sampling where readily available hospitality graduates who are easily accessible and willing to share were selected. Member checks and measurements are done to ensure validity. Peer debriefing was done to assess reliability. For ethical consideration, IRB requirements were followed and it has been approved. Findings. Findings for research question 1 revealed political economy of Myanmar. The state power was primarily controlled by the military and constantly contested by the ethnic armed organizations. The armed conflicts, democratization attempts, social and religious tensions, the 2021 coup all caused political instability and economic downturn. Displacement resulted in the loss of livelihood. Findings for research question 2 discovered vocational trainings implemented for the displaced youth and gainful employment of most participants. It identified livelihood development as a critical component of peace building. These are the three organizations that conducted the livelihood development programs and the courses they offered to the participants. Findings for research question 3 presented a participatory evaluation of the livelihood development programs. You can see the benefits of the programs in successful employment, career development, and income growth, the positive impact on program participants, and the advantages. There are certain areas for improvement, such as disseminating the program awareness to the displaced Kachin youth across the region. And there are some difficulties they encounter during the process, and also the opportunities are not accessible to all the participants. It's limited. Of course, there were some constraints in policy and process adjustment made to make the livelihood development accessible. Cultural challenges such as language barrier, the nature of the ethnic youth, and their perception on service career are areas that need to be improved on. Discussion. The unexpected contribution of the research is that current peace building models usually apply to post conflict situation. Of course, they are necessary, but the concept is insufficient. Global South experience highlighted the real world context that peace building, in this case, livelihood development, play a critical role in creating supportive environment for peace. The research contributes middle range decolonial peace building model. As mentioned above, the mainstream peace building focuses on post-conflict, but the article extends peace building model in place where conflict is ongoing. This is the contribution to existing literature. Conclusion. To summarize, this paper consists of 3 components. First, it dealt with the political economy of Myanmar. Secondly, it identified livelihood development as decolonial peace building. And finally, it presented participatory evaluation. Peace building is usually associated with cessation of conflict, and the expected outcome is the end of violence, the negative peace. But the Kachin context identify the intractable conflicts and the protracted peace building initiative that didn't work. Mainstream peace building talks about social cohesion, but the Kachin youth escaped conflict zones to rebuild their livelihoods. In mainstream peace building, livelihood development comes only in post-conflict setting. For the Kachin displaced youth, survival and livelihood hold priority. Recommendations. Further research should be conducted employing a quantitative approach with an extended number of respondents. Selection of participants should include more interviewees using random sampling. Particular research should be conducted on livelihood development as a key approach to peace building during conflict. Not just Kachin, but other ethnic groups should be included, and other livelihoods beyond traditional means to be studied. Dealing with the complexity of conflicts, we need to embrace the fact that true peace is not just about silencing guns. Rebuilding peaceful society begins with each one of us, starting from individual to household, then stepping up to community, and finally nationwide, one person at a time. And these are some references for this article. Thank you very much.